While the American public and Congress were focused on the Treasury Department's $700 billion Troubled Asset Relief Program, or TARP, the real bank bailout took place behind closed doors. Between 2007 and 2009, the U.S. Federal Reserve secretly bailed out big banks to the tune of $7.7 trillion. That's according to Bloomberg Markets magazine.
It's bad for the country in a number of ways. They never should have kept it secret. They never should have loaned out all of the sheer amount of this money, the $7.7 trillion. They never should have done, and they never should have done so at zero interest rate or close to it.
Bloomberg is reporting the big banks made $13 billion in profit by taking advantage of the Fed's below-market interest rates. At the same time, bankers lobbied Congress against government regulations and didn't reveal the extent of the borrowing to shareholders. While Fed officials say almost all of the loans have been repaid and there are no losses, Competitive Enterprise Institute's John Berlaw argues taxpayers paid a steep price and the astronomical bailout destabilized U.S. currency.
Well, it hurts average Americans every time they're paying more for oil, for meat, for a variety of things. Because in some ways, although we didn't know the exact details, you can't flood that much money into the economy without it being a secret. So it has debased our currency.
The U.S. jobless rate has not dipped below 8.8% since March 2009, and since August 2007, 3.6 million homes have gone into foreclosure. Occupy Wall Street is protesting the Wall Street bailout, among other grievances, but demonstrators only had half the story when the movement began. Police are clashing with protesters in Oakland, California, New York, Boston, and Seattle, who say government policies favor the wealthiest citizens.
I expect to go to jail this week, and the movement will go on and be strengthened by that experience.
Bloomberg obtained tens of thousands of pages of documents detailing thousands of bank transactions from 2007 to 2009. By March 2009, the Fed had committed nearly $8 trillion to rescuing the financial system, which was more than half the value of everything produced in the U.S. that year. Since then, total assets held by the 6 biggest U.S. banks have increased 39% to nearly $10 trillion, up from nearly $7 trillion in 2006. Rhonda Pence, Press TV, Washington.